Yo, good morning everybody. This is RavenSky. Today is Sunday. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning roughly, and we did a lot of work yesterday, or last couple days. Haven't really had much of a chance to do videos. I had to get this all this work done, so I wanted to do a quick walk around and kind of show you where we are sitting at currently. So the last couple days we got nearly, can't remember the exact number that we have out here. Basically we got these 15 gallon, I'm not sure how many gallons they are, 15, 20 gallons. They look like 15 or 20 gallon pots. But anyways, we've got, each row contains 30 pots, and we're going to be transplanting three plants per pot. So it's going to give us upwards of 700 plants just for what you see here. I apologize about the sun. Yesterday also I started working on the drip system, which I'd really like to document today, or maybe at the end of the day or something. But you can see how we got the we're going to be running this drip system just right down the line, and we're going to be zip tying it off about every 5 or so pots. The drip system itself, we haven't really solidified what we're doing. Right now we're using these little, you can kind of see this little dripper right here, and that's really just a that dripper is going to allow a lot of water to move through. One of the issues that we're concerned with is that because the pressure is going to shoot a stream of, oops, what am I doing here? The water pressure is going to shoot a stream right into the soil, and it's going to just start burrowing a hole right down the center. So our solution is to get a little potting cup about this big, and with the holes on the bottom of it, and then to set that underneath of the dripper and let that diffuse the water stream to help disperse the water a little bit into the soil rather than it shooting straight down and missing some of the plants. So tentatively we're going to do that. I did get a sample. This is this little dripper system here. This little dripper guy is actually called an umbrella dripper or something like that. And essentially what it does is water shoots out like an umbrella, and it's about a 35 gallon per hour at full capacity. So that's another option we have. The only issue with that is that if I wanted to supply all of these pots, I'd have to drop about $150 or $250 to do that, and it would look a lot nicer and probably disperse the water better. But we're trying to keep the cost down as much as we can on this project until our next round of funding comes through. So this is kind of it, what you see here. Today I'm going to be working on this drip system, and as you can see, I got the line set up here, and it's going all the way down the side like I had anticipated us doing. I installed little T I don't know what they're called, just these little T adapters. So I got one line going here, one going here, and this T adapter will allow the other hose to come out the top and then run across these. And I'll be doing that most of the day. So that's that. I'll probably give you an update on that later, and hopefully by the end of the day we can start. We can turn the water on and see what kind of water flow we have. We're hoping that we got enough water pressure to water one line at a time, because the amount of water coming out of the current dripper system, or the current setup that I have, is it's going to use all of the water pressure with having 30 pots and with that much water coming out. So typically what happens when you don't use a dripper, an actual constrictive dripper, is that all the water pressure, you'll have tons of pressure coming out of here, and then when you get to the end, it's about, you know, it's reduced all the way down to like 10 or 15%. But that all depends on how many drippers you have set up. So we have yet to figure that out. So that's a little update on that. Here's where the water source is, and I don't have the dosatron and the fertilizer set up here yet. We're more or less running tests at this water tests at this point. We did get the other plants from around the corner. We got them all unhooked from their original drip system, and we put them on pallets and forked them over here, set them down, and these are ready to get transplanted. All of these plants here, and that will probably, I think we're going to start doing the transplanting tomorrow. And I'll show you over here where we have the original drip system, or the original, whatever you want to call it, the original setup. So here's the original setup. We had to disassemble all of the pots, and so now it's looking kind of bare back here, but this is what it looks like without all the pots. So you can kind of see it a little bit better. And I made a video, I was going to do a how-to, or how to set up this type of drip system, and I only made one video, and then I got caught doing some other things, and unfortunately I wasn't able to make the second video on actually how to set this up. But if you're inclined enough, you can really almost see what it is that I'm doing. I mean, I've got all these zip tied. I've got this this drip line all zip tied to the board. That way it doesn't move. And then of course I got the little mini drip lines are coming off of here, and then each one of those goes into a pot. So it's really not that complicated, quite honestly. So I'm not sure what we're going to be putting here next. I'll have to do another update on that later. And then all of our plants that we have, these are the other plants that we have to transplant. So this time we're taking plants directly from here. This there's like 4 of them. And we're actually going to transplant these directly into the big pots, rather than trying to put them in small pots, let them grow, and then transplant again. So trying to get a little bit more efficient with our gardening methods here. But of course, the first system we set up was really just a test to see if we could pull it off and to see how everything grew. So it's kind of where we stand at this moment. We do have plans. We're actually working with the guy who's going to build the fencing for us. The plan is to actually to expand all of this. Is to expand it this way. I think we're going to keep the gate open so we can drive the tractor through and around, because we still need the, you know, the space for tractors and for vehicles to be moving through here. So I think we're going to start the next line of produce pots probably right around here somewhere, and we're actually going to move into this little parcel right here, except for we have to take out this fence. So we're going to take down this fence here, right along the all the way to my other gardening area, and then there's a 25-foot span where the cows are still able to get in here. So the next on the list is to get that fence, to get a new fence added onto here, about 25-30 feet. That way the cows won't be in here, and then we can take this. We're going to take this water line, and we're going to. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with it. All I know is it's not going to be there. But this fence is coming down, and we're going to be expanding into this area probably next month, I would imagine. So that's just a not so quick update on what it is we got done here and what we're doing and how we're moving forward. I appreciate everyone stopping by to watch the videos, and stay tuned, and I'll keep you updated on the build out and the everything we're doing here. All right, guys, peace out.